Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Good job, team. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Push him back. Push him back. Go.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
And the Bills first down. Hey, 4-1. Watch the screen. Alert. Pass 85. Pass 85.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he sheds himself free. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, and the way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. They'll run with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Throwing again. Allen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go. Here we go. 41 mic. Hey, dude. They're going to need some therapy after this. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the second.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's Elliott, complete. And shutting him off, now open field. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Here's Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. 2nd and long. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. The end result, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And some room to run now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And here he's got Grant. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerry Tillery able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Alvin Kamara as time expires in the 1st half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Tough 1st half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's going to be a long day.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen got him in. It's Brown. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's Kamara off the draw. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Again, it's Kamara. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Lofton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Down 80. Night, sweetheart.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Shifts by him. Oh, what a move. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the Jew. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. You go take.
On 2nd down, Lofton.
Go, 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 run, run, run.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Check, 93's the mic. Let's go.
Throwing is Allen on third. His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Kamara trying again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The open man here, Renfro. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's man. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Eddie, go.
Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Hey. So don't say nothing. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
A give to Kamara running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. He's going to fire one. Deep left sideline. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play here for the Bills. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Deuce. He's checking. Crash. All 52.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another? And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave a great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there at 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back.
Check, 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 check.
On 1st down, Lofton. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Big hold of the 30. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Allen now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Allen now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't